What's up guys, how are y'all doing today? Today I'm going to be talking about the recent price drops and what it can mean for you and what it just means for Tesla and what they've actually done. So before we get started, like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, as that greatly helps out the channel. Let's begin. First things first, Tesla dropped their price of the Model S by about $3,000 and they didn't just do it in the US. Usually they do it depending on whichever market. So sometimes they only do it in Europe, sometimes they only do it in the US, but no, this time it happened pretty much worldwide. I think part of the reason could be simplifying manufacturing. Tesla's like this. They always try to find the best solutions and just try to make the production process very efficient, trying to find the best, just trying to eke out some solutions. For example, even if a solution is like 1 cent, it saves like a cent on the manufacturing process. If you're producing 30,000 of those vehicles every year, that's about $300 saved. Now you might say, okay, $300, not so much, but now you compound that with other efficiencies that you add, and you can pretty quickly getting to a point where you're not spending as much producing that vehicle. And basically what Tesla likes to do is actually pass on those savings that they've actually done to the customer. And one of the biggest reasons for this is to advance sustainable energy and just trying to get as many people as they can into EVs, to buy EVs. And that is very important for our sustainable future. It is a key component to get to either price parity or below. That's why they always do these sort of price drops. But obviously the analysts will always say demand issues or whatever sort of demand. I don't know what they're listening to or what they're thinking, but no. All it shows is Tesla is improving. They're improving their efficiencies. And here's the thing, they are still making about 20-30% of margin on each vehicle. So if you're paying $100,000 for a Model S, just as an example, which actually in Canada, you're actually paying around that much, then about 75,000 of that goes to making the vehicle. The rest is basically your gross profit. But then obviously that has to get distributed onto your R&D department and other expenses that Tesla has to pay. But the manufacturing of the car itself is more or less around $75,000. Just like your phone. Say you buy a $1,000 phone. It doesn't cost $1,000 to make. It only costs like $200-300. But the company also has to run their expenses, has to pay their employees. So that gets taken out every time you buy a phone. It's like the same thing. That's why you need a higher margin. And Tesla has some of the highest margins in the automotive industry. Literally the highest. And that is absolutely amazing. That just shows that Tesla is actually making a pretty big profit, and that's possibly how they can invest so much money into R&D. The price drop has happened, and if it's $3,000 cheaper, you can kind of consider, like, if you're gonna buy the full self-driving upgrade, it now costs $5,000 with the previous price, but with the newer price, well, it's still $8,000. But I mean the total. So if you bought it like a month ago and you bought full self-driving, it would be $3,000 more expensive than if you did today. That's all I'm trying to say. And obviously full self-driving is going to get more expensive. So if they can bring down the cost of the car, increase the cost of full self-driving, that's going to also help improve margins, because with software, you have a lot more margin. So this is just a really good thing. It's just a sign that Tesla is improving. They're improving their efficiencies and they're just killing it. That's all I'm going to say. And it's going to be great. Plus, it's a cheaper car. So now if you were on the fence of buying a car, well, it's $3,000 cheaper. There's no better time to buy a Tesla, or at least the Model S or X. And those are pretty much, I would say, the legacy vehicles. I also just want to touch upon one point before I end this video, just one point, and which is people say that the Model S and X are outdated. To me, I don't feel like they're outdated. Now, maybe compared to the 3 and Y, maybe a little bit, but I don't think those vehicles are outdated. Yes, the Model S has been here for like 8 years. Is it outdated? Maybe in the sense that you're thinking of, oh my gosh, it's one car from the 8-year time span. It's like, that's outdated, but it's not. They're upgrading their cars internally all the time. It's like, if you buy a car in June, it's not gonna be the same car you buy in, say, July or August. They're gonna have more improvements. They don't work like the traditional auto companies where they have years. It's not like a 2019 model, 2018 model. It's not like that. It's just, whichever day your car was built, it's the best car built on that day. In the future, they're gonna have better cars. In the past, there were worse cars. That's it. And I kind of wish that actually happens with phones, because most people don't upgrade a phone for at least 2 years. So whenever you buy a phone or break one or whatever, and you're gonna buy a new one, whichever phone you buy, it's just the best, top of the line out there with the most features. And a year from now, it'll be more. But we're still stuck in this stupid cycle of like, oh my gosh, iPhone 12 coming out today. It's stupid. I don't know, what that is. It's kind of stupid. And also, part of that is just improving as the vehicle is actually out. So say there's like small part that needs to be replaced, instead of waiting for an entire year before replacing and doing all this warranty, they're just going to implement it right away and done. Now pretty much tomorrow the car has a new part that is just makes the car more reliable, or whatever it may do. Okay, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. My arm's really getting tired. I usually use a tripod, whatever. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this price upgrade or whatever, price drop. It will be interesting to see what's going to be happening in the future, especially because it's Q4. They want to increase sales, so whatever. All of it's coming together. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'll talk to you later.